Why good people end up in toxic relationships. The psychology nobody talks about. Imagine giving someone the keys to your home and every day they quietly steal a little piece of your furniture. You don't notice it at first. One day you walk inside and there is almost nothing left. That's exactly how toxic relationships destroy good people. So, I'm going to talk about this topic, which is very important. Why do intelligent and kind, compassionate people stay in relationships that slowly break them? Why does not everyone simply leave? Is it a love, fear, hope, or is something much deeper happening inside the human mind? Today, we are going to uncover the psychology behind one of the most painful questions people ask themselves, and me as well. Why did I stay so long? I can tell you a real time story. Years ago, I met a woman who looked successful by every aspect. She smiled, she dressed beautifully, she had a lovely family. People admired her life, but during one conversation, tears filled her eyes. She said something I will never forget. Every morning I promised myself I would leave, and every night I found another reason to stay. When I asked why, she did not say because he was wonderful. She said because he kept remembering the person he was at the beginning. And that's the thing. That sentence explains more about toxic relationships than most books. She was not living with who he was. She was living with the hope of who she believed he could become. How many of us have done the same? Imagine holding a beautiful rose at first. Its fragrance fills your heart. Its beauty captures your attention. Then slowly the thorns begin cutting your hands. But instead of putting the rose down, you convince yourself, maybe if I hold it more carefully, it won't hurt. Maybe tomorrow the thorns will disappear. Maybe if I love it enough, but the bleeding continues. Sometimes we are so afraid of losing the rose that we forget we are losing ourselves. What is the psychology behind it? Here is what psychology teaches us. Good people often have qualities that make them wonderful partners: empathy, patience, loyalty, forgiveness, compassion. But when these qualities exist without healthy boundaries, they become vulnerabilities. Many people learned as children that love had to be earned. Most of the time, it's taught by pleasing, by sacrificing, by fixing everyone else's problems. So, as adults, we are bringing all that with us, embedded in us. They don't just choose relationships, they choose familiar emotional patterns. They mistake emotional intensity for love. Chaos feels familiar, peace feels unfamiliar. So, why we stay? We stay because we remember the beautiful beginning. We believe people will change. We fear loneliness. It's most important that we fear loneliness. We worry about what others will think. That's also very important. We tell ourselves one more chance, one more conversation, one more year. Without realizing, life is quietly passing by. The turning point is one day that same woman looked at herself in the mirror. She said, I don't even recognize the person looking back at me. That was not the day she lost the relationship. That was the day she realized she had been losing herself. Sometimes the greatest heartbreak is not someone leaving you, it's discovering you abandoned yourself trying to keep someone else happy. What is the solution? So, how do we protect ourselves? Ask yourself three questions today. Do I feel emotionally safe with this person? Can I be myself without fear? And number three, am I becoming a better version of myself or disappearing? Healthy love does not require you to shrink. Healthy love does not punish honesty. Healthy love does not make you question your worth every day. Love should feel like peace, not constant confusion. Let me leave you with this thought. The kindest hearts often break first, not because they love too much, but because they forget to love themselves. Remember, you are not responsible for fixing everyone. Sometimes the most loving thing you can do is walk away from what is breaking you because love should never cost you your identity. If this message touched your heart, subscribe and share it with someone who needs this reminder. And tell me in the comments, have you ever ignored red flags because you believed someone would change?